Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Watching the Throne YouTube channel. My name is Travis Bean, and please don't be too distracted by Kanye here. He's just gonna dance away while I pour deep into your soul and recap days 14 and 15 of the best Kanye West Song Tournament Deathmatch Stream 2020. For anybody who doesn't know, this is a giant tournament we set up every year where we pit every single Kanye song against each other to find out which is the best, according to the fans anyway. Only 3 songs aren't in the tournament this year, and that's Runaway, Blood on the Leaves, and Devil in a New Dress, because those 3 songs won the past 3 years. And we're slowly building up this this pool of like what are the best Kanye West songs, and eventually we're gonna have like that tournament of champions. But for now, this is year 4, and we're gonna figure out what song is going to win the 4th iteration of this tournament. And at this point, we're heading into I'm gonna give you a preview of day 16, but we're officially in round 4, which means we're down to 32 songs. And after round 4, we'll be down to the Sweet 16. So things are getting pretty intense. The top tier of Kanye songs are all facing off against each other, and it's getting tougher and tougher to vote each day. We encourage you to go vote. You can find a link in the description down there. But for now, we're going to focus on the day 14 matchups, and then I'll move into day 15, and then I'll give you a preview of today's matchup, day 16. So here we go. Day 14, well, we had an interesting matchup here because in round 3, Flashing Lights and Hey Mama faced off against each other. Or sorry, in round 2. I'm recapping round 3 here, the last day of round 3. Flashing Lights and Hey Mama faced off against each other, and technically Hey Mama beat Flashing Lights. But in this tournament, you have to win by at least 1% to move on, and Hey Mama did not. The vote was that close. And if that happens, both of the songs move on and face off against the other song that won in the bracket. So in this case, we had Streetlights versus Flashing Lights, fittingly enough, versus Hey Mama. And that is a cavalcade of amazing Kanye songs coming together and facing off. And the results actually, to me, were pretty surprising. I would have given an edge to Hey Mama considering it beat Flashing Lights. And I probably would have even given a stronger edge to Streetlights, which seems to be kind of an underground, beloved Kanye song. But as you can see, Flashing Lights won out. And that's and to win by that much too, especially considering it lost to Hey Mama in the last round, it's just interesting that it shows that whoever shows up the vote is going to be the one that decides what song moves on. And this is how it went down. I guess a lot of people who would have voted Hey Mama over Flashing Lights a lot of them ended up voting for Streetlights in the 3-way matchup, and the people who stuck with Flashing Lights the people who voted for Flashing Lights the first time stuck with Flashing Lights, and it's just the way it shook out. Or, as my grandpa would say, that's the way the peanut shook out of the bag. So that's what happened there. Flashing Lights moved on. No Church in the Wild beat Mercy, which isn't too surprising. Mercy is a Kanye song, but it also just features one verse from him. It's more of a posse cut. No Mistakes lost to Cuddy Montage. It's a beloved song, not surprising. Send It Up got whooped on by Through the Wire. Send It Up is kind of seen as the worst song on Yeezus by most people. Dark Fantasy beat Paris, which I continue to be surprised by how much love there is for Dark Fantasy. Like, I know people love My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but that opening song, I always thought maybe people saw it as more of like an intro track and not like a song, but I mean, I love it. That's just the way I had always perceived it. But it's doing really well in this tournament and is winning by a lot in each matchup. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes. All Falls Down whooped on Amazing. Yeah. Gorgeous whooped on All of the Lights. Well, I guess not whooped, but like won a lot more than I thought it would. All of the Lights. Wow. Yeah, man. All the Lights is an incredible song. It's so versatile and has so many parts and it's just so impressive. But Gorgeous is also considered one of Kanye's best lyrical moments, so obviously that's what won out in the end. And Power whooped on Blame Game. Not surprising. I mean, it is Power, and I think a lot of people don't like Blame Game too much, so there you go with that. Then day 15, we're down to the final 32 songs, which means there are only 4 matchups a day from now on moving forward. So first, Ultralight Beam faced off against Everything I Am. Probably not surprising that Ultralight Beam won that one pretty handily. continue to be surprised by how many people love Everything I Am, though. I mean, I love it too. But it is a very simple, humble song. But lyrically, it's fantastic, so that must be what it is. New Slaves beat Bound 2. I knew this would be a close one, and it was. Because I feel like probably in the last couple of years, I've seen a lot of love for Bound 2. Maybe it's just because like of the fulfillment Kim has provided for Kanye and like what that song represents and Kanye's grand narrative on his albums and like finding a peaceful place. I don't know what it is, but people have just been really rooting for Bound 2, but it lost to New Slaves, which Kanye himself said contains the greatest rap verse of all time. So Violent Crimes beat RoboCop, not surprising. And then we had another close one. I knew this would tear people apart. St. Pablo beat No More Parties in LA. Pretty close vote here. Had the most votes of any at 3,300. And still, St. Pablo continues to be the song that is, in my opinion, most likely to win this tournament. I was surprised last year by how far it went, and I just didn't realize until that moment that many people loved it. And it is personally my pick when we get to my bracket here in a second of what's going to win the tournament, but there's still time. Finally, we're going to head into today's matchups, which there are some doozies here. First, we have I Wonder versus Jesus Walks, which I have no idea how that's going to play out. Like, I guess I would give an edge to Jesus Walks, but people love I Wonder. I don't even know which one I like more. You can flip a coin on that one. Then we have All Day versus Hold My Liquor. I think Hold My Liquor is one of Kanye's absolute best songs, a top 5 song, while All Day might just be a top 10 Kanye song. That's, man, that is so tough. I don't know how that one's going to shake out either. I will say a lot more people have been loving Hold My Liquor in the last few years. I don't know why it took so long to people to realize just how incredible it is. Maybe it's the cult-like following that's built for Mike Dean. I don't know, but yeah, that's an incredible song. Welcome to Heartbreak versus Gold Digger. Another one, I have no idea how it's going to play out. You have Welcome to Heartbreak, which is like kind of a beloved Kanye song, not really a single or anything, versus his biggest single ever. I don't know which is going to win out, popularity or quality. I mean, they're both amazing. That one isn't more quality than the other, but I think that's what it's going to come down to. And finally, FML versus Ghost Town. Maybe that's the only one where I don't think it'll be that close. I know people love FML, me included, but it is Ghost Town, which is now considered, be like the next big Kanye song. It's kind of like Runaway, Blood on the Leaves, Ultralight Beam, or St. Pablo, and then Ghost Town. Like each album has one of those songs, and Ghost Town seems to be it for Ye. And I wouldn't be surprised if Ghost Town won the whole thing either. So we're gonna see here if it makes it all the way. And finally, we're looking at the standings here. Ben Larson's Brackig, which I assume means bracket, but who knows? I mean, he wrote it. Maybe he needs to come on here and defend himself. He is still in the lead. But I got to say, I'm going to scroll down here, and I told you this would happen. I was very far down in the rankings for a while, but I knew I would come inching back, and here I am down in 19th place. I've got St. Pablo, Power, Ghost Town, and Can't Tell Me Nothing in the final 4. They're all still there. They're all still part of the tournament. Ben Larson has 3 of the 4 I have, but he has Lost in the World. So it's either going to be Lost in the World or Can't Tell Me Nothing in the final. And that's really what's going to decide, I think, between me and him, because I think I'm going to come roaring back and win the $50 prize. I won't win. We're giving away $50 to whoever the winner is. And obviously, I won't win the $50. I will win nothing but bragging rights. And I will use those bragging rights to purchase, I don't know, some sort of real estate in the Kanye West community. But for now, that's all I have for today. Those are your updates. Please go vote in the day 16 and 17 matchups. I'll be back on Friday with a recap of those days and then previewing the weekend matchups. And we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. We're getting down to, soon we're going to be down to 16 Kanye songs, then 8, 4, 2, 1. I mean, you got to get in there and vote, because the only way we're ever going to find out what the best Kanye West song is if we all vote in every single tournament. So please get in there and help vote. Help us. If you want to support the show, you can check us out on patreon.com/Kanye Podcast. You can donate whatever you'd like, but $5 a month gets you access to all of our episodes. And that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. Stay wavy, and please keep it loopy. There we go.